It's in Dorset. Tiger Day. It's a Tiger Day in Dorset.
Even though we tend to think of the Soviet era as being very a monolithic society, production, etc., actually tank factories were still rivals. The T-64 tank built in Kharkov was being promoted in Moscow. A rival company comes along with what they considered a kind of cheaper version of an earlier tank, the T-62 tank, and they said basically the Russian authorities called it would be a mobilisation tank.
There must have been sidearm on that
very
thing.
cleverly though, they managed to get it put into production in 1970,
really
and that leads basically it's this tank here, the T-72,
1970.
125mm gun, low profile because they've got rid of
Where I when I was born.
You didn't need a guy standing up waiting to be
50 years.
a round goes in, followed by a bag charge or a case full of explosives, and that's on a carousel beneath the turret. You can see that the height of this vehicle is kept low. It's basically a tank. The idea was if the Warsaw Pact countries had attacked NATO, there would be swarms of these tanks in echelon. They are not to be lived on, they are there for the attack. Western NATO countries, we tend to think of our tanks as homes. These ones were going to be
Eat your
used
beef, love.
on the day of
Yeah.
operation,
William.
and there would be so many of them that they'd be following up. Once the first wave has gone through, another wave would take over. So the idea of the T-72
Have you been there, love, the Dorset?
Russian philosophy.
The one in the tank museum?
Got a diesel engine in the back, very similar to the one that was in the T-34 in the Second World War. It's a development of that. A good, powerful gun, but plenty of them, and they will be used in a certain sort of manner. The issue that we're seeing now, of course, in Ukraine is very similar tanks.
Ukraine.
T-72, B3s, slightly upgraded ones, but they're being used not as the original Warsaw Pact envisaged
too
them
many
to be
people
used. They're being used what we can only describe as in a very amateurish way. They're not being part of an all-arms force. They're not being protected by their infantry, and they're quite understandably being picked off. It's also pretty apparent that the crew training is not that brilliant. You know, some of these T-tanks have been captured with sights in that are still in their wrappers because newer sights have come along. But the guys
Nice
don't know how to use them.
beef.
And for the conscript army as well, you'll
Very
see a
long.
situation where unless you're sophisticated enough to know how to get the best, if you've had that good training, etc., to get the best from the vehicle, which some of those Ukrainians are obviously doing at the moment, they're fighting almost the same type of generation tank against each
It's a
other.
Tiger Day.
So this T-72
Dorset.
by the British Army at the moment. We
Yeah,
have
isn't it?
Far and it's too much.
we take it up to sort of plane every now and again. This particular one's ex-Polish Army. The T-72.
William's
They wanted so much money
William's
at first,
favorite
the price
show.
went down.
The tanks.
This is a Polish
No love?
one, and again they
Was it love?
have lots of
talking
different
to William.
standards.
Hmm?
Russians
I was talking to
themselves
William.
do not want the
Ah.
top quality tanks. They reserve for their own military. The
Sorry,
standard, the thickness of the armour,
I
for
said,
example,
right, I said
is
to
slightly
William,
different
they
from
wanted
those
the
that are
price.
made in other war
They wanted so much for it at first, and then the prices went back to normal.
Oh. How much?
It's 100 odd. And then it went back to 40 something pounds.
Now for NATO,
Oh.
our lesson,
For the family.
certainly
For
Britain's
family?
lesson from
Oh.
the Second World War,
Wow, 100
instead of going
plus.
light and very mobile,
So it's
Last year it was 100 plus.
many of
Yeah.
them in
too
the
much.
1960s and Secret Service, of
Oh,
course,
the
in
three of
Second
us?
World War,
Mm.
they decided,
100.
Well, we didn't go last year, did we? We went a couple of years ago.
we wanted thick armour protection.
Oh, yeah.
We wanted
Because
a
before
very
lockdown.
powerful
Before
gun.
lockdown.
Our tanks are outranged
Yeah,
the
that's
enemy.
That's
We
right.
were less worried about mobility
screen-
because
my
we were going to be a
lock
defending
screen.
army. We didn't have
Is
to
that-
race
Huh?
to capture
When
we went
Bridges
there.
or to get
Yeah.
across to the Rhine or Niederrhein. And therefore this tank, the Chieftain, ended up with some of the thickest
Oh, I thought there was the no Royal Air Force Museum.
No,
in
that
that
was
post-war
Henry.
period.
No.
We went to Bovington tank
The
museum
chieftain was
in
fitted with a
2019.
120mm
2019?
sorry, rifle gun
I
on
thought
the
it was
chieftain.
2021.
It has
Was it
got
2020?
something
No,
called
it's not because
muzzle
it was.
reference system.
I
Before
think
that
it was
gun
before the
was
After
lockdown
it
because
was
we were not
before
allowed.
lockdown.
the end of the barrel. It's
Hmm?
covered now at the moment
It was
by
before lockdown.
shrouds
Before
I'll tell you
lockdown.
when it was.
but there's
Has
a
to
cap
be
there with a mirror
2021.
underneath. Before the gun fires, a light is
Thank
shot.
you.
Oh, I was in year 3. I remember because we
We also went to Hampton Court and Legoland that year, I'm sure we did.
yeah, we had a class discussion in year 3 while
When he was
COVID was
7.
still going on, and I said that we were going. I was going there,
That's right.
and so year 3 was 2020.
So it would have been
2019, your birthday was Legoland, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
love.
when I was 6.
They go through the air, they've got no explosive on at all. They are there to penetrate enemy armour.
You look big on 6 years old, isn't it? Yeah.
That's who you was. Well, it might not have been. We might have been only a...
Hmm?
I can't even find him.
After that.
Gun
Oh.
backwards.
So Chieftain could engage targets 2.5 even 3 kilometres away. Those metal darts fire faster than Concorde.
No, it was June 2021.
No explosive on them. Just
Nah.
kinetic energy
I thought it was...
burrow its way
After the lockdown, when we were allowed,
And there's the tiger, look.
when we were allowed already.
January, no.
Uh,
July
2021.
19 is when they released the
No, no.
restrictions.
Mm.
Or June 19.
Lift up.
Yeah, they've taken off some of the restrictions. You don't have to wear COVID masks.
Oh, we did go, didn't we? We had to wear masks in there, didn't we? Or did we not?
We did wear masks because it,
Yeah,
only
you had a
because
mask
they
when you
said.
were chin.
Yeah, and it was really itchy. I hated it.
Lots of trouble in its
Mum had
service
one.
life. Interestingly, R1, I say this
Hmm.
carefully, keeps going rather well. They need a lot of careful maintenance to keep them going, the L60 engine, but it was definitely a weak spot. And some of the countries that bought the Chieftain in the Middle East insisted on a new engine in the rear. We've got a version called
It's a nice tank. Look, yeah.
originally designed for Charger
Yeah.
Wow.
the Jordanians, but that's got a different engine than the multi-fuel L60. End of the 1950s, NATO said we want all our engines to be multi-fueled. Most countries completely ignored that. For some reason in Britain, we went along with it and tried to design a big engine that could take petrol, diesel, aviation fuel, bottle of vodka, whatever you had, and it never quite worked.
Who stole my kill? That idiot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's a cool tank.
It's gonna be used when there's a new love.
Now they're all old.
War.
Very old. 80
I mean,
years
you
ago.
could still use them, I suppose.
But di ba there were so many tanks in there?
Yeah.
Many tanks being, ano, just kept on the,
You
ano,
might have said they got 45.
in a very
but
big,
there's
ano,
about 100 in the bloody
warehouse.
overflow.
How?
Mm.
No love?
In the overflow.
Mm.
And Chieftain was replaced in the British Army service by Challenger 1. That's
Wow,
the
yeah,
tank
that's
service
nice,
in the
yeah.
First Gulf War. And then we went on to the tank that's in service at the moment, Challenger 2. And they're just about to start upgrading Challenger 2 to a new version, new gun. It'll be called Challenger 3 when it comes back into service. And again, that's another one of these ones where, depending on what's happening in the Ukraine, will we decide to actually convert more of them, not
Happening
less?
in the Ukraine.
They will
Keep
still
saying in the
undoubtedly have
Ukraine.
a role on the battlefield.
Yeah, because everyone's been
Oh my
sleeping,
God.
love.
Hmm?
Now, this is
Everyone's
an
been
American
sleeping and
convoy
their
tank,
armies
the
have been
M60.
made smaller. The machinery, they've just kept it ticking along.
Huh?
Now they're panicking, aren't they?
We've made our army smaller. 80,000.
80,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. Tiny.
80,000.
Now, after
Yeah,
the
only
Second
everything.
World War, the Americans had jitters about tanks. The 1950s, I mentioned, they decided they didn't really want
That's
them.
everything going.
Korean War
Mm.
kicks off, and they have to push
Army, Navy and Air
their
Force.
development
We were
of
there
armour very quickly. They've had
2021.
the
Oh no, last year only pala.
M47,
We were here last year.
This is the
We
M60.
were there,
And they went
right,
there before,
right
didn't they?
there.
Anyways, that
But
family
in
of tanks,
this
they
year,
just
no.
get bigger
So
with
just have to watch
thicker
here in the
armour and
house.
larger,
No, we go to the air show at
the
Duxford.
M60 has got that British
When?
105
When it's on.
gun.
When it's on, we're going to the air show. I'm gonna do a vlog on the air show.
Problems of producing that
Yeah, yeah.
meant they went back to cast steel.
Live
So
vlogging in
that
the
huge great
in
turret you
the
see
air
on the
show.
top is just a huge
No.
casting, almost a mini turret on top of that with a
Okay,
50 caliber
that's
machine
right.
gun. The little
What if they had
and
the
a steel
Lancaster?
hull
There.
with a whopping great diesel
Lancaster.
engine in the back.
Yeah, Lancaster. Lancaster skipper.
Mm.
Get the Lancaster skipper.
18th and 19th of June.
In June. Oh
£45.
wow. Each or for how much?
I don't know.
A whole family. It was a long drive, wasn't
Now,
it,
the
last year?
M60
Look.
was never a particularly showstopper of a tank.
At least
but it
people
was good
happy
enough,
because
just like the Sherman.
they were
And
it was
Americans made
lifted.
an awful lot of them. I think about 4,500.
The
They were
lockdown.
sold around the world. They were passed on to fellow NATO countries, allies.
NATO.
They're
Oh my
still in
God.
service.
Well, but
Turkey,
they've gone up
Greece,
a lot.
Egypt,
NATO
and the
country
large
allies.
Americans have taken them all out of service now.
Which one
into
that?
the,
Europe, the
storage.
America, Ukraine.
There's still fleets
NATO
in the
love.
desert. Yet again, I do wonder how many of these are going to be, what tanks are
The
going to be
Europe, the
revived
Ukraine, the
because of
America.
what's going on out in the Ukraine at the moment. What older tanks might be being souped up again to be potentially used.
That's
But
inside
the
the Tiger.
M60, it never ends up seeing combat service in Vietnam. They used other models there. It does see service with the US Marines in the Gulf War. And that was its last time
It's
really in action
starting
after
there,
the
we'll
Gulf
get it
War.
going.
They retired them from service. Israelis had a lot of M60s, and like many tanks as well, this one looks
Yeah, there are so
really
many.
hard.
They should
The
show.
Israelis
Yeah,
added
that's the
reactive
crank.
armor.
There's so many
You
tanks.
saw the battle damage, look.
Mm.
The whole
Many
bullets.
full of
Yeah.
tanks in ano.
And that takes
Diba di?
The battle damage on it.
Yeah, look.
And the bullet holes, look.
Yeah, right there.
That was captured in Africa.
Africa.
1942.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was how old?
When
February, March, April. So it was made in February and it was captured in April.
Yeah.
one
only
year
2 months
after
old.
America joined the war.
Wow.
So, there's a
That's their line of
impressive
duty.
display of running armour there that's gone around this afternoon. What we're
For
gonna do
the
now
war,
is, we're gonna
there will be.
start the Tiger up again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand the mic over to
What can we do?
Yeah, now go to the
Nothing.
army. I'm not stopping there.
operation of the Tiger.
Hmm?
Used to be the workshop
I'm
manager
gonna
advising on
No,
certain
you're not gonna
vehicles we
join the
run here.
military.
And Mike's going to
It's
take
not.
us through
I don't
Yeah,
like it.
I will. I will.
Scary.
It's like a generator.
we won't be doing
Yeah, isn't it?
It is, it's a
Look at
generator.
it. Is it?
Yeah, it's a crank.
But I'll get Mike to
Mm.
actually talk through how this is done. Now, I'm not sure all of you will be able to see what's going on exactly because of the way the Titan's positioned, but Mike can explain that to you.
It's got to build up a certain charge. Look, you can see. Then press the button.
What is it? This Somerset
Dose it.
Dorset tank museum.
Yeah.
Isn't it, love?
Dose it. Bovington Tank
There's a
Museum.
Bovington Tank Museum. Bovington.
So what we do with Tiger is it has two starters. It has an electric starter and also a thing called an inertia starter. Sorry about that. And when the tank's been stood for any length of time, it's a full marshal not to use the inertia starter to start the engine. So we do a bit of practicing and occasionally use it just to save the batteries. It's a bit the same as you've ever seen aeroplanes when somebody stands on the wing and turns the starting handle to start the engine. Well, it's pretty well the same with the Tiger, it's just a little bit bigger. So what we do is we take a cover off the back of the tank
There's muscle.
and fit this bracket, which we've already done to save time, then screw the starting handle into the back of the tank. The starter is a little bit like years ago. You used to have little cars where you could pull them back and let them go and they'd go flying across the room. Well, this is the same sort of thing. It uses lots and lots of gears inside the starter to create this this really unstoppable piece of kit. So we've got Gary and Steve, sorry, all ready to go. So it's very, very slow to start with. So they start turning the starter, and it takes a fair bit of muscle. Normally we use people we don't like to do this, but today is different. And we get it up to speed, and when it's ready to go, it'll turn the engine over about 6 revolutions. Is the ignition on? Okay, try that. So we push a little rod into the back, engages the starter, and it starts. That was amazing. So, for instance, if the tank has flat batteries, we can use this starter to start it. I'll hand you back to David now.
Tiger 131. Tiger 131.
There's a 131 on the side, look.
Yeah, Panzerkampfwagen 6 Aus F, I think.
So as I mentioned,
Listen
ladies
to
and
my
gentlemen,
son.
what we'll be doing is
Clever
the
one.
Tiger will then
Clever
break
one.
off. It'll go back in the
Clever
museum with our
son
packs of
William.
3.
He knows a
You'll
lot
be able
of
to see that
tanks.
again back in the museum fairly
Aeroplanes.
shortly.
Airplanes,
We will
trains,
then will announce
cars.
that we'll
Oh
open the
my
gates so
gosh.
that once the
Name
tanks
it
all
William.
safely outside, you can then come in the arena as I
Wow,
said
clever.
your footing here, plenty of
Clever
holes and everything
boy.
to close up. And do have a word with the
Clever
crews,
but
very
humble
knowledgeable
boy.
people, some of whom have been the people
Very
who
nice,
restored these
very
vehicles as well.
kind and
So,
sweet
I'll
and
shut up again so
loving
we can
son.
hear our nice
Isn't it?
Tiger 131
Isn't
when
it,
it's
my
ready to
papa?
go in a moment.
Hope you that changed now. And God fearing
Have a
also.
bath or
He
wash.
believes in God.
My killie is killing.
Your killy is killing people.
God,
Kill.
I should have had
Kill
onions
it,
on
kill
my
it.
steak. You would have hit the smell.
Oh! Oh!
Still hate the smell. The onion. I didn't put onion in your beef. Oo nga, I should put the onion. Wow, yum.
You
Eat it all.
A little bit of the beef I had all the rice as well on the
Naka oh.
well, I
My
mean, yeah.
God.
So who's going to eat the beef?
They are still all okay, isn't it?
What if I
Who is it?
might have beef
Still-
armpits?
Where's your armpit? Oh, where's
Where's-
your
where's
armpit?
the meat?
Where's your beef?
In the
Armpit.
kitchen.
Bao.
What, you don't
Bao.
take-
Armpit.
Come get it.
What?
Come get it. I'm hungry. I've
Oh.
killed myself today.
You have it. Yeah, give it to daddy more.
Go
You
on.
still have a little bit, William.
Oh.
Piece of, beef.
I'm dead. Look, I can't
Come,
move.
Baba, give it to dad. Go na, come out, stand up.
No, I'm gonna die.
Give it.
Sit
Wait,
down.
what are you playing? Oh my gosh. It's playing game again.
I'm playing.
Not a lot of
Wee,
talking
wee,
there.
Take plate out. Don't leave it there.
Take the plate out, love, please.
Oh.
Dishwasher.
What's the matter with you?
Wala yung dishwasher ay buang tamad ng
Such a
baboy
nerd.
ni. Tamad ang pigi-pigi. Tamad ang pigi-pigi. Daddy is hungry. He killed himself doing the laying of the base of that laying.
Yeah, I
One
died.
to do.
He's laying, huh?
I've got one to finish.
Want to finish tomorrow, love? Starting doing the
It needs to be down a little bit.
Summer garden house for put a spa to do my massage there. Wow, it's quite new. Yeah, I think they're yeah. Some of them they're not being they're not being touched. They're not being yeah, I know. They're not being it's just like that before 1945.
42.
1942.
That's a Panzer free.
Oh my god, look at the people. There's so many people
there's
watching.
hundreds.
Oh my gosh. Huh?
There's hundreds.
Oh, that was really nice. We should be there. Isn't it? Look, we should have waited, Palala. It should be this year. We go. I know we go there. Buy ticket. We were there
We'll go
last
again, don't worry.
year.
They do it twice a year, I think.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Tiger
Why?
twice a year.
Tiger Day? World of Tanks versus Tiger Day.
Yeah.
World of Tanks. Oh,
I'm playing that right now.
finished.
Yes,
Jeez, it's not finished, but